Hey everyone. There's been a lot of stuff going on in the world recently, and I know I haven't posted in a week, but I'm going to start doing that more often. There's a bunch of things that I have to cover, and in this video, it's not going to be one specific thing, but I want to reach out to those. I know this is a hard time. Okay, we're at the end of this pandemic. We have all these mandates happening. I myself am lucky. I live on a farm in southern Oregon. Most of the people in my town, none of the stores do the mask mandate, and we are very far cry from doing the jab mandate. But I know those people who are in the cities, they're having a hard time. As far as I know, New York, Seattle, I imagine LA either is or soon to be doing those. And I've done videos in the past about the Vatican, right? Now, when I speak about the Catholic Church, I'm not talking about the body. I'm not talking about you Catholics out there. Because I know many of you, especially those who go to Mass, you love Jesus and brothers and sisters in Christ, and you're doing it because you believe that that's what needs to be done. And so this isn't talking about the body of believers, the Catholics, more so the Pope and the bishops. The Vatican now, from what I've read, has what's called the Green Pass. New York City has the key to the city. Seattle has a Green Pass, I think, or something like that. But the Vatican has a Green Pass. And apparently to get this Green Pass, you have to have the jab. You have to have proof that you recovered, which I'm not sure how you get that, or a negative test within the last 72 hours. This is not surprising that they're doing this. Apparently they're even laying off some employees of the Vatican as well who aren't complying with this. But this is a very predictable thing that's happening, because we know from the book of Revelation that the beast of Revelation, the one that controls the man of sin, the one who sits on the throne of God as if he is God, that has been the popes. And we know that there's a mark coming, the mark of the beast. Now, am I saying this vaccine is the mark of the beast? No, I'm not. What I am saying is that this is beginning to have, this is the spirit of authoritarianism, control. That's what this is. And we're starting to see it roll out everywhere. On October 4th, they had the meeting, and there were religious people. There were imams that went there. There were pastors and different leaders from the religious community. I believe it was called the Health and Science Towards COP26, and COP26 happens November 1st through 12th. This is the big United Nations Climate Summit. And what this is discussing what they're going to do moving forward. Now, I forget that I believe it's October 29th or October 30th. Don't quote me there. But Joe Biden is going to have a talk with the Pope at the Vatican. I read somewhere that it said that the Vatican will host Joe Biden. And we all know Joe Biden. Now, the one thing that I never understood was how Joe Biden is in good standing with the church, even though he is for, destroying little babies. And he even sued Texas, the Texas law, for that. So how is it that someone can be in good standing with the church, be the leader of the free world, and still be in good standing? Not only just good standing, but get to talk to the Pope. And we know this isn't just some regular talk. This is because they want to do something. Now, if you watch my other videos, They're talking about Laudato Si. Laudato Si is the encyclical that that Pope Francis has put out, and he put it out 6 years ago in 2015. And what the insinuation is they want to start a day of rest, and this day of rest will happen on Sunday. Now, a lot of people don't follow the Sabbath, and like I said, it is not a matter of salvation right now. But the Sabbath, a lot of people don't realize this, the fourth commandment, that is actually God's mark of authority. A mark of authority is your name, your title, and your territory. And the fourth commandment says God created the heaven and the earth. So that's his name, God, creator, title, and heaven and earth. So his mark is in the fourth commandment. Well, the Catholic Church changed the solemnity from Saturday to Sunday. You can see that many people have said that this shows that their, Mother Catholic Church, this is their authority. The fact that they can do this shows that they're authority. So anyways, if you want to detail, if you want to know about that, go back to my other videos about it. But anyways, the fact that Joe Biden is going to be doing this and having an audience with the Pope ahead of COP26, this means that they are planning something. They are getting ready for it. And after November, I think people are going to start seeing this. It's not just going to be the Green New Deal, but it's going to be a lot about having an enforcement. So they're already started. They started making people comply with masks and stuff. And I'm not here to argue the efficacy of masks or the jab, because, like I said, that's not what this channel is about. However, they are training people. They're training people to be compliant. And you see half of the nation already is getting mad at the other half for not complying. And some of these things can be pretty bad. They're yelling at them. I mean, anyways, we all know what's going on out there. Soon there will be something bigger, and we will all have to make a choice. God or the world. Now, if you're depressed, I'm genuinely happy. I'm actually very at peace, because I know that all of this stuff happening means things are going to happen soon. I'm not setting a date for him coming back, but a lot of people have said something about 2029 with Apophis coming, the asteroid coming. Some say that, they've backtracked the 6,000 years and it's ending in 2029 or whatever. Like I said, I'm not a date setter, but these next 10 years are going to be interesting, to say the least. And I know some people are depressed. What I will say is, please reach out to people. Reach out to a therapist, first of all. If you don't have money or you don't have resources to go to a therapist, call a 1-800 number. Like even those hotlines. Do that. And if you have nowhere else to turn, you can email me. My email is on my contact about on my YouTube. But don't lose hope. I mean, especially if you believe, don't lose hope, because something tells me that we're going to go home soon. Don't give in. I'm not going to give anybody medical advice here, but don't give in. Don't let them win, and just know that soon things are going to be a lot better. But in the meantime, we have a test. We have a test to do, and this test is whether or not we are going to follow God or if we are going to follow the beast or the world. Reach out to people and let's get a community starting. I know a lot of the people in my comments are talking, which is good. They're talking back and forth, and that's what should happen. And I'm also about free will too. Hey, if you want to take the jab, I say go for it. If that's what you want to do, then do it. I'm not going to tell anybody not to. I'm going to tell you right now, that's not what I'm doing. With my medical history, it's not required. And I know YouTube is getting pretty authoritarian on this platform, so I'm not gonna dive too much into it. I may do something on another video, but all I'm saying is don't lose hope. We're all out here struggling. I myself, I've been homeless in my own hometown. I've been homeless in Kansas City, in St. Louis. I mean, I've had to stay at a shelter before. I know what it's like to go through a hard time. I mean, I was in the military for 5 years and I deployed twice. I've seen the worst of humanity. And what I can say is we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but principalities. And another thing, a lot of people want to hate each other. They're dividing us right now. And I pray for the left. I pray for my enemies. I want to see them come to Jesus. I don't want all this fighting. And yes, sometimes I get irritated with some of the things that are said out there, but try not to hate. Try to forgive. We're all going through this together, and we're just like Dave Chappelle said in his recent special. He was talking to somebody who was a part of a certain community, and she said, "I don't need you to understand me. I just need you to believe that I'm having a human experience." I thought that was very profound, because we're all having a human experience, and part of that human experience is going through hardship. Jesus said, when you believe in him, the world hated him first. And a servant is not greater than his master. So the world will hate us. We just have to push through. And if I can, I'm here for you. I'm just a 35-year-old guy who's out here in the country, but I care. And I want you all to know that it's not going to be much longer. And yeah, there are going to be times where maybe we are forced out and not allowed to go somewhere. There might be a time where these mandates make it so that you can't eat for a certain period of time. But reach out to different communities. The best thing that we can do is reach out to each other and support each other. That's what being a believer is. That's what the church is. The church is the body of believers. And we can support each other. That's what the apostles did back in the New Testament. They supported each other and got each other's back. And yes, they were persecuted, but they were together and they were singing to their deaths. I don't know if it's going to come to that, but like I said, I'm here for you, and I'm going to start doing more videos. So I'll talk to you guys later. God bless.